So, Dr. Bilo,
Dr. Knack.
global detail,
Yeah.
we know that. Now we need to talk about tolerances.
Oh, that's an interesting one because I'm a bricklayer.
Yeah, he's true. When we talk about tolerances in facade systems, we talk about millimeters.
Yeah.
Half millimeter, millimeter. Yeah. When we talk about brick structures and concrete.
It's centimeters. So
Centimeters.
it's a little bit depending on the contract and the country. But for me, as a bricklayer and also making concrete walls, 2.5 centimeter, it's still acceptable.
So that means 2.5 centimeter, the wall somehow can find its position while the facade system needs to be flush and the windows are pre-manufactured so they need to fit in. When I now draw this as a line, inner opportunity and outer opportunity of where I can find the wall.
Yeah, so it's in principle a zone. You have a center line, that's ideally the position of the wall. That's also what the construction guys and the general contractor aims for, but he is allowed to deviate alongside that. And the window defines the tolerances. In this case, 15 millimeter in one direction sums up to 30 millimeter in total. So whatever the wall does, your facade construction have to be adjusted to that.
I see. So we assume this is 15 millimeter in the one direction and the other direction, so 1.5 centimeter as a setting. And then it could be this direction or the other direction, so within these boundaries, which means the window itself has to be narrow enough to always fit in. The facade system has to be straight enough, or say flush here in this situation.
Precisely.
Which means we need to somehow be able to adjust it in this direction, which we saw at the mock-up. And then this creates, again, the 1.5 centimeter. This creates a flush facade, an always fitting window. But the interfaces, as we discussed in the details, the interfaces have to serve, have to secure that airtight, watertight,
They have to be quite flexible. So you can imagine that, for instance, the window opening, that underneath is a wider measurement and up is a smaller. So you can also see that it's not always wider, but it could also be in a curvy, bendy motion, and you have to make sure that you can cover all of that.
Tolerances.